Now I'm introducing what does it mean. So the first line import string, this means that this is how the whole program start. And the first function definition read file. Um, so this function is just going to open this file. And then count characters. In this function, um, we're going to count how many characters are there in the file, and then it's going to return to the length of the text. And this function counts unique words in the text. Here the words text dot split means that we're going to split like a line by the space. So that's how we can get the count of the words, not the full line and without the space. And then it's going to the set. That's how we get the length of the unique words. This one is count lines. So the difference with this one and this one is that it has a slash n here. This means that we're split the lines by the enter button. So we can split the lines by lines. That's the difference. And this one is average line length. So this one is a little bit complex. Lines equals to text dot split. This is the same stuff as here. We're just simply splitting the line by the enter. And we're going to set the original, like the initial total length as 0 because we're going to add the length of the line into this total length. And for line in the lines, it means that so here's the lines, right? So it's the line, like how many um line are there in this in the lines. So the total length is we're adding up the length of the line. And then it's going to return and get the average by dividing the length of the lines by the total length. And this one is the same stuff as this. It's just the only difference is just the split, it's by space, not by the enter. Um and the original total length is also 0. Here's another difference, which means that a strip means remove. So we're trying to remove all of these here so we can get the clean word. And then the average is calculated by total length divided by length of the words. And here find the longest words. This one is also a little bit different. So from here above, it's all the same as this one. The only difference is that we're having a loop here. So for word in words, clean word, I just explained, we're going to remove all of these. And if the length of the clean words, it's larger than the max length. So the original max length is 0. So if any words is larger than the max length is going to equal to the length of the clean words. And then the longest words here, it's also in a set. Oh, okay. So if the length of the clean words equals to the max length, so if this is true, then the longest word is going to add it into the set because there might be multiple longest words. And it's the same for the longest line. The only difference is that it's having an end right there. Also, we're trying to add the longest lines into the set because there's multiple longest lines if possible. And then this one, count letter frequency. So for the character and strain, and this one means from A to Z in lowercase. So it's going to line A to Z. Um, here is the example that how is it going to line up. Also, we are going to set the initial as 0. Um, okay, and then the if the chart in the text, oh, if the chart is in the letter frequency, then we're going to add 1 into that list. So for example, if it's Apple, we're going to A is initially 0, and we're going to add 1 to the 0. So A now has 1A, and then P is going to add 1, and there's another P, and so P is going to be 2 for Apple. And then here's the definition of the main program, like how we're going to print it. So here is the file name, username. This is my laptop's name, and then we're trying to put all of the code into this Romeo and Juliet text. We're analyze this text, and text read file, we're just simply reading this text. And then we're going to put all of the function above right here, and we're going to print each one. There's some case by case. If this is the longest words, we're going to print out the word. And for the longest line, we're going to print out the line. For the frequency, we'll print out letter, and the frequency is right here. We're not simply placing like printing the number of the longest words, but we're printing out what is the longest words. And then this if name equals to main, it's just the ending of this reading program.